first thing he says is, this person is nispriha. Nispriha. Spriha means longing, thirst. A pressure to possess, achieve. It's called spriha. For objects and beings possess, or some status for prestige, achieve. It is called spriha. Remember, this portion is speaking to mukshus. Who is a mukshu? Mokto Vikshu. We are not speaking to the general audience here. This person is a person who wants moksha. His value, his priority for moksha is supreme. To him it is told, this person has to be free from this thirst. What thirst? Possess, to achieve. To possess and achieve what? Artha Kama. Remember, four Purusharthas. There is Dharma, Artha Kama, Moksha. So, Artha Kama. He is free from the pressure. Now, how can you be free from the pressure? Artha Kama, Artha means security, wealth. Kama is pressure. How can you be free from such a pressure? How can you be free? Very easy to say this. Be free from the pressure. You say, no, I don't want from my family, I can have this, I can have that, I have to look after the family. See, you can't force yourself. You can't get yourself from tomorrow, I am free from pressure. I say, nahi hoga. Then,
like according to the dharma, and you know that Artha and Kama is the result. Dharma is your right. Gita.
what else?
We get back to the previous verse. One is that the broken, the accessible world. Meaning one is not a either or situation, and the very balance. Balance you are
You know, this pillar comes out of jnana. You have to know something. You have to have a lot of jnana to be like this. What is that jnana? If you really look carefully into the scheme of things, very carefully, you may work slog, but the artha you get largely is dependent, yes, on your effort, but a huge proportion is dependent on what they call luck. Isn't it? Don't you say he's lucky? He's not lucky. That luck is a part of, we call it, so English we say luck. Sanskrit there is a punya. So you work for Artha and Kama. Artha, well, Kama pleasures. You will see, although you want to get or you want to enjoy, what you actually get, what you actually enjoy, it's really not in your hands. Very often it's not proportionate. Sometimes you get more than you want. Sometimes you get nothing. Sometimes you get slightly less. Isn't it? If you look at it carefully, is not just karma. Punya is got, because we said luck, no? You have to be lucky. Punya is got from karma coupled with attitudes, the right attitudes and values. The result being this karma, the result of this karma being karma, artha karma. If you clearly understand this, so I have to do my job in accordance with dharma, looking at every situation appropriately. And dharma being such a perfect system, the law of karma, the law of dharma being such a perfect system. If I only look a little into that perfect system, I will realize it's a cycle in which I really don't have to worry. I don't need to have a longing. I don't need to have a pressure. Why? The cycle pushes to me what I must get. That's how you become nisprana. I have no need to long for anything. That understanding. I don't need to long for any wealth or enjoyment or name or fame because it's a cycle. What I must do in the cycle is dharma. My action according to dharma. That's how it becomes. This prana. There is no need for a thirst. It is wrong to tell you should not have a thirst. So you should not have a thirst. Thirst is suppression. That's how people take this. So that's why Bhagavad Gita becomes very frightening because they tell you should not want this, don't have name, don't have fame, don't have wealth. Why do you thirst for all this? You should not have, that's all a problem. You can't tell a person that, why should you have wealth? Hey, you can have all the wealth you want, you should have all the fame you want. As per your capacity, please achieve it. The sky is the limit. The Veda says, please have as much as your capacity, please have. But you need not thirst after it. Why? It's part of the cycle. You please, if you have the capacity, live your life according to dharma. It must come. No way do they tell you this is wrong, that is bad, that is not good, have only so much, have only this much. No way. The sages were wealthy. Lot of them. I told you, like Yajnavalkya. Yajnavalkya is a great sage, so brilliant, so intelligent. He earned so much because of his brilliance. How did he earn? The king would call them, the sages for debates. Please come for debates. Come and sit through the debate conference. And whoever wins the debate, whoever has the best argument, he is already huge, some 1,000 cows. 1,000 or 10,000 cows. 1,000 cows means the land for the cows. And then you have to have wealth to feed the cows. So each cow had golden tipped horns. It's the wealth. So you take the cows, you take the land, and you get the gold also. So the cows are ready, whoever wins the argument. Yajnavalkya is so confident he goes with his student. As he is approaching the debate, he is still approaching. He tells him, alright, march the cows home. March the cows home means what? It's not my wins. And he wins every time. That's his brilliance. Every time he gets 1,000 cows, you can imagine the land and the wealth he has. So, nisprana is an understanding. It is not to be implemented. Nisprana is a result of understanding. Not forcing yourself. I should not do this, should not have others. In fact, as per your punya power, whatever you have grown, whether you like it or not, you have to enjoy certain things. You will find yourself in situations where you have to enjoy or suffer. Either way, there is no choice. So that is this word. It's a beautiful word in terms of understanding. So Nispriha Sarva Kamebhya is free from this thirst Sarva Kamebhya with respect to all these kamas. Kamebhya is with respect to all these desires. He is free. And then he has Viniyatam Chittam. Now, Viniyatam, Niyatam means regularly looked into, carefully looked into. Viniyatam is so you add. Visheshena Niyatam, very specially regulated. Very specially looked, carefully regulated thoughts. Viniyatam Chittam. It is like the removal of clutter is Viniyatam Chittam. So what is not necessary? Thoughts that are not necessary, thoughts that are interfering, intrusive, gate crashing, all that doesn't happen. So this person has now, he has created patterns of thinking whereby he decides what thoughts to entertain. This Viniyatam Chittam, through practice, through japa. So in other words, very cooperative thoughts is Viniyatam Chittam. His thoughts stay where he wants them to stay. So, no other interference of other thoughts, and then what does he do? Atmani eva avatishtate. So no other disturbance now, his thoughts avatishtate, they stay. Atmani eva. Atmani means in his real words, in himself, staying with himself. So, relatively, see, there are two things. One is your real nature, which is Satchidananda. One is your general nature, which is this costume. From both standpoints, you start with your costume. Are you able to stay with yourself, alone with yourself? Do you have time and space to be comfortable with yourself? As Kali Yuga progresses, Kali Yuga gives us lesser and lesser time to be with myself. And yet nature will always find a way out. Nature always has a way to keep you alone for some time. Sometimes nature's ways are kind, sometimes they are harsh. The idea is you will have to learn to be comfortable with yourself. This is comfortable with the personality you are. Next step, only when you are comfortable being alone with yourself. Next step is your thoughts will stay Atmani eva, in the real Satchidananda. Therefore, whenever you are alone, you should take it as a blessing. Find out how comfortable you are. Just being. Just enjoying your own company. Think about it. Just enjoying your own company. You have to get a taste of it. Because we are not allowed, we don't have time to do other pressures. Atmani eva avatishtate. So when this person has these qualities, Vinyatam Chittam, Nispriha Sarva Kamebhya, then his thoughts Atmani Eva Adhishtate, then Tada, Yada, when this happens, when these qualifications are there, Tada, Yuktaha Iti Uchyate, then this person is called Yuktaha. Yuktaha here is concentrated. His thoughts are concentrated. So this verse specifically talks on how concentration is possible in Jnana. Tada Yukta, then he is called a resolved person. Yuktaha Iti Uchyate. To give you an example, an illustration of how this works is the next verse. Let us see.
Yatha nivartastaha nirjate sopamasmrita yogino yata chittasya yunjato yogamatmanah yatha nivartastaha nirjate sopamasmrita yogino yata chittasya yunjato yogamatmanah.
So that quality of concentration is being described through an example. Concentration how? Yatha, just as. Yatha deepaha, like a lamp. Nivartaha sthaha. Vataha is wind. Vata, wind. Vata, wind. Or air. Nivata is here without wind or air. Nivatastha. So this lamp, it stays in a place where there is no wind. Air has to be there for the lamp to go. That is enough, just enough. In a windless place, like a lamp in a windless place. That's the example. Sa upama. This is the simile. Sa upama smrita. This simile is thought of. This is the simile thought of by the yogis. Upama means simile. This simile is thought of. So just as this lamp in a windless place, na ingate. Ingate is to flutter. So this lamp in a windless place, just as it does not move. Similarly, yata chittasya yoginaha. Yata chitta, a person who is looked into his thoughts. For such a yogi, for such yogina, for such yogis, for them, yogam yunjataha atmanaha. Tasya yunjataha yogam atmanaha. So for such yogis who have put in their effort to keep their mind like a lamp in a windless place. So just pointing up, steady, a steady lamp, an uncluttered lamp. This is compared to an unwavering mind, an unshaky mind. You know, the more you work with your mind, the more you realize its habits, its likes and dislikes, its worries, its anxieties, its pressures, all the unnecessary stuff that you think of. The more you focus, it is exactly like focusing on anything else. You focus on your house, the more you look into what is there, the more you realize this is what I need, this is what I don't need, this is extra, this is occupying space. I don't want it. Same thing with your mind. It's called thought work. Jnana yoga means spot yoga. To work with it. So these people, yoginaha yata chittasya, these people, yata chittasya means who have done this thought work. And who are yunjantaha yogam. Yunjantaha atmanaha yogam. They are engaged in atmanaha yogam. Atmanaha yoga means, so they have done some thought work that they are ready. Now their effort is yunjantaha, to recognize atmana, the real self. So they are practicing dhyana. Yunjanta atmana just means they are practicing meditation. What is the example? Like a lamp in a windless space. Remember, the law is very simple. Whatever you keep doing becomes easier as you go. Whatever you keep doing, whatever you start off with is very big. Whatever you keep doing, it's called practice. Becomes more and more easier the more you do it. That's why they say, whatever you are scared of, whatever you don't like to do, whatever you do. And if you have to do it, just start doing it. The fear is because it's hard to do it. The more you do it, you find it so easy. Jnana is like that. So this is the yata chittasya yogina. This is how he practices jnana. Then later on he continues, talks about the